What's the deal, gang? What goes on? How's everybody doing? I think we missed a lovely opportunity for some top wick sells, but then again, let's see what we have going on today. Building permits. Building and housing. So, not much doing for us in terms of news. What up, Zoom? Let me let some people in. I'm tired. Wait. Can you guys hear me? Alright. That's the Zoom. What about YouTube? Yeah, alright, perfect. I wasn't getting any sound, any feedback. Yeah. As I was saying, I'm tired and I got stuff to do today. So I don't think today's going to be a long session, but we'll see what we got. Let's mark up some ranges first, as we closed really freaking bullish yesterday and the day before yesterday. And now we're just continuing to new all-time highs. This will be fine. So I don't have any ideas for buy stops right now above the all-time highs, above the new all-time highs that we've established in the last few hours. Or in London. But we'll see. If we start pushing up to these areas again, about 30 pips away, we're going to need some closures. Closures above. There's numerous candles that have tried here to drive up and failed, right? All these candles. This row of candles. So we're going to want closures above it. But we're in a range. Look, printing side by side here. Nice top wick on the hourly. I think it needs a steeper one. What's the stops here? 24 for 34. Yeah, this 1 hour is gonna need a bottom wick, chat. I'm gonna take a sell here right now, right where we are. 2710.78. I just took a sell here. It's just looking at the 1 hour. So I think we're gonna need some closures. And the thing is, it's small stops. I'm gonna keep stops above all-time highs. So if it does decide to break it, I'll wait for closures there. It's just very low risk. For us, we've never had, last time we had 35 pip stops, 36 pip stops, must have been like 2 years ago. So if we smash through these right now, great, you know, small risk, but probability wise, you'd expect this 1 hour to come down and make a bottom wick. But if we just keep pushing them, we keep pushing low risk. high reward. Makes sense. We've tapped a resistance area where it is right now. You see the shoulder area across to the left. So you would figure, if anything, some reaction at this area, some play at this area. But took a position here based on the fact that we've closed bearish at resistance and we're expecting a bottom wick on this current 1 hour candle. The first thing it did here was come up and make a top wick. Hasn't come back down yet. I think it attempted to do so, but it hasn't done so yet. Alright, so low risk, high reward, 35 pip stops. Not looking for any pineapples here. Just I'm looking for this to start coming down. I might maybe pineapple if we're up here and we're holding, but overall, the key here is not to have any pineapples. It's just small risk trade for the probability of us having the bottom wick here. And the thing is, for a bottom wick, you would need to flip, and the flip is already 11 pips. So the flip would be your advantage point, and then the fill of the wick. Okay. Took the same entry on the 4 hour wick fill. Now you're in heavy. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know. I don't think the 4 hour had a resistance formed yet, right? But now look at the 30 and the 15. Look how we've held before on the 4 hour. It didn't hold this area. Now it's holding. If it blasts right through it, all right. You know, we don't take really, you know, small risk trades. It's usually like 150, 200 pips. So for 35 pips for a chance to tap 2702, yeah, I'll hold on to it. But if it just, like I said, if it just starts blasting up through us, then it's a 35. You know, we'll take a 35 pip L. It's okay. You don't get, you know, we don't get 5-to-1 risk to reward opportunities too often. Bouncing. Interesting. Check. I'm gonna take a small pineapple here as we've tapped these areas right here to the left. Small pineapple, right? We're very low risk today. No, go back. That was wrong. $27.11.95. Wow, we got volume right off New York Open here. So let's see. Let's just see what happens. No pineapples in this position. 2 minutes later, pineapples. Well, I'm not expecting pineapples, but it just makes sense now. It's kind of holding. It's bouncing. It's tapping this resistance. I'm not expecting it to you know, drive heavy right off this resistance. I think it might come up. I think it's still coming up. But it's just low risk, high reward. I'm willing to accept these. I'm willing to take these for the possibility of the hourly flip. Right. The second position is only 20 pips, so it's okay. Yeah, you expect bottom wicks to be made for the drive up to new all-time highs, especially. Yeah, you got comics open in 5 minutes. You got some news here in about 15 minutes, but it's an orange folder. So we'll see what happens. That was a 15 closure. Yeah, that was a 15 closure with no top wick there. Not a W. I didn't close anything yet. Not yet. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, this could be a 5 bullish flip. But I didn't see any profits. I saw maybe like 3 pips. I'm not focusing on the 5, really looking at the 15 and the 30 and the hourly. So and where our entry is, that's also where our first entry is. That's also where the market drives up from, and we never came back to our original entry. Yeah, that 5 flip bullish, huh? Yeah, if it drives now, like, it would make sense if it drives up because that 5 gave you the bottom wick, but it didn't really tap exactly the area right here where we had our entry. So it made no sense to close just yet. But if it starts driving to all-time highs, then, you know, obviously I'll close the position. And, you know, I say, you know, the market gives you a chance to get out. Well, it didn't really tap the level where you would say, all right, it gave you a chance to get out, because that level is right here. That level is our first entry. Yeah, the 5. That's a 5 and a 15 flip. So yeah. Just climbed and climbed. Yeah, I mean, if it starts driving up, it's okay. Mm. That's the 15 flipping though, so it, made sense to grab the orders. It just doesn't make sense to drive up from here because that's not a level you've driven up from. Okay, stops here would be all-time highs if we start smashing them right now. Take another sell right here in case we come back down in range. The sell here would be like a 13 pip stop. So took the last sell here, probably last pineapple, the last area where it makes sense. 2712.7. So it's really like a 10 pip stop, 12 pip stop for that last pineapple. Yeah, if we blast through the highs here, I have stops above all-time highs right now, chat. 2714. Alright, again, closing all my positions right here. Boom, boom, boom. Everything has just been closed. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. Can we, yo, Jay, can we get a pip count? Was that a win or a loss? Hold on. Let me go to my terminal. Let me go to my terminal. We made 3 pips. We made 4 pips. Close positions there. Market gave you a chance to get out at the next support, so I closed positions right here. Right here. Came back to this area. Next possible area to bounce up off of. You see, as we got this bottom wick closed. Right, because once we broke through that initial area of resistance and we got that 15 closure above, if it gives us a chance to get out at that support, we do it. To be honest, it was an L trade. No, it wasn't. We attempted. It was low risk, high reward, and we made 3 pips. 6 positions. 3 pips. Oh, or 5 pips. You appear to have made 5.4 pips. There you go. 5.4 pips on 6 positions. It's low risk and low profit? Well, yeah, because it didn't drive down, right? So this wasn't a winning trade. This was a great opportunity to practice risk management. Right? You got an opportunity to say, all right, so we're going to get the optimal entry in case we're wrong, right? So we're going to get that top wick entry in case we are wrong. We have a great opportunity to manage risk, and it's high reward for a low risk trade, right? If you just smash through your stops. It didn't reject. It had a couple of opportunities to reject on the first 15, and now on this second 15 of the new hourly, it came down already. Now it rebroke the highs. Now it's coming back down again, but it came down. It created this high and came down. So you had two opportunities to come back down in range, and it didn't do so, right? So now at that point, that's not really the trade you're planning for. The trade you were planning for was a top wick and a slingshot off this area straight down, right? But it didn't do that. Well, it hasn't done it yet. Maybe it'll do it on the hourly. And if it doesn't do that, it's not your position, the one that you planned for, right? If you feel low, if you're holding, honestly, like, this isn't a bad trade to set and forget, to borrow Alex G's terms, because your risk is roughly 30 pips. Right, it's basically a break even when it comes to our strategy. How much you pay in commission? Half a pip. Half a pip. Alex G's bullshit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't mention names. I was just saying it in terms of like set and forget. Like if you're gonna, right? I wouldn't, you know, blame you for holding here because the risk is low. You can still reject, right? The probability of it rejecting or coming back down has gone down based on how we printed, right, on the 15 and the 5-minute time frame and how we're about to close on the 30. So the probability of it rejecting has gone down, right? Why are these more or less spam and W? He literally say high reward when he went 3 pips off 6 positions. Yes, this was low risk, high reward, but that doesn't mean if you see candles printing against you that you don't manage risk, right? That doesn't mean that this isn't data printed in front of you, right? This is a bullish closure. This is a bottom wick. This is a bullish flip. Like if the candles are starting to print against you, you have to take all of that information into account. You can't just disregard it, right? This is what you're going based off of. You're going based off of you know, historical price data, and if historical price data tells you, all right, held the support, you know, closed bullish. Historical price data could also mean, you know, 5 minutes ago. That's also history. All these candles, right? So wouldn't you rather win 5 pips than lose 70 in 3 positions? I would, once it starts telling me that my position is no longer my position. This is what's kept me out of the break-even stage and in the profitable stage. Just these instances. These instances of managing risk will be the difference between staying break-even or being a W. Five closed above. Okay, yeah, so the probability of it, you know, of it coming back down has dropped, right? Now you have volume, you have comics open, you have a 30 closure coming up here. Yeah, the probability of it coming back down in range has severely gone down. And if that's the case, if that is the case, why would we not manage risk? Why would we not want to take risk off the table when it's no longer our position? Feel me? Yeah, you can look for a rebreak of all-time highs here, but this is a 30 closure coming up here in 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and you have no top wick. You actually have no bottom wick or top wick. So, I mean, you do whatever you want here. I'm just going to wait for range to be created, personally. Bro, I can never find your live. Is this one of those times? When it breaks this level, we will see super duper quick movements, which I say we have no top wick, so there's a chance, the probability of this coming back down in range just, you know, just went up because of the closure with no top wick. That's all I can say about this. Everything else is arbitrary. We are at new all-time highs, chat. Congrats, you're witnessing history again. Annoying, to be honest. Yeah, I feel you. Unless you're Caviar, right? Because he's probably got a runner. Looks you on your own now? What do you mean? Tony. What up, Tom? All alone. Fucking Farzo, man. Farzo called me at 3 a.m. WTF, bro? Y'all are the reason the Dre ain't been getting no sleep. Y'all gonna keep fucking around with me and turn me back to the old me. Clearly sells speculative. Well, there's no sells now. You already broke all-time highs. If that happened during our trade, we would be out here, right? Even if you had that closure. Pushing it, push. Got a headache. Yeah, what I would look for now, to be honest with you, Dan LaBelle, got it. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a 4-hour closure. I'd want to see this leave a steep top wick. If we can leave a steep top wick and open up with a bottom wick, we'll have bottom wick sells on the next hourly candle. But I'm gonna need this to drive wherever it wants to drive. and then pull back. Bottom wick sells? You mean buys? Yeah, bottom wick buys. I said sells? I'm sorry. No. Bottom wick buys. You can't have bottom wick sells. That don't make no fucking sense. Yeah, like I said, we at this point we'll probably want to play the relationship because there's no historical price data up here, right? There's nothing. We've never been here, so we probably just the only data we have will be the candle that's printing right now at this level. So when it closes, if it has a range to fill in the shape of a wick, in the form of a wick, right? We know wicks are ranges, right? And ranges get filled on gold. So if we get a decent wick and we open up with a bottom wick on the next 4 hour and next hourly candle, we'll look for buys off the bottom wick. How can we be sure the next candle will give us a bottom wick despite being heavily bullish? You can't, right? If you can't be sure of that, you can only put yourself in, the most optimal position, and that would be on the bottom wick entry in the case that we're describing, right? And if it just continues up, to me that's just noise, and I tune out the noise, right? I'll just tune it out and wait for the next opportunity. It's okay. Just because you're on the charts doesn't mean you have to be in trades. You're on the charts to look for opportunity. It doesn't mean the opportunity will show itself, right? It will present itself. Chances are it will, because it typically does, but if it doesn't, we have days where we don't take trades. It's happened plenty of times, right? And if you're saying, oh, it's just going to keep driving, keep filling the wick, then you know what? So be it. Just won't be a part of it. Oh, people at the Zoom door. I know what I need, chat. I know why I feel like this. I know exactly why I feel so blah. Yep, you guys know me too well. Now this is a story all about how this candle flip turned upside down. And it never came back down. Alright, Kermit has just announced sells. Yeah, free signals from Kermit. That's a W. That's where the real value is. The free signals. I don't want to hear shit. Kermit's rethinking his business model right now. He's like, wait a minute, I gotta charge for these. This candle looking like it wants to flip and prove our no top wick theory right again. Oh, flip bearish, damn. I don't know why we don't sub to Kermit's signals. All right, nobody panic. I got this under control. Looking for a lighter. All right, panic's setting in. Where's my fucking lighter? No top wick theory comes through again. Right? We don't know how steep this top wick will be, but off that closure, we understand that we are highly likely to come back down and flip bearish at some point. And we have done just that. Yeah, it's time for our holy joint. out here today. Yeah, it's gloomy, it's windy. People look pissed the fuck off. Yeah, it's definitely New York weather. Got another 14 minutes here, gang. I'm gonna wait on this hourly closure. Top of the morning to you, Michael. Miami Heat is no joke. There's no heat. It's been like 70 the whole week. It was hot as fuck last week. Well, I'm outside right now, and it's fucking Brick City. Yeah, right now it's amazing. If you've been part of the heat wave. But if you just showed up to Florida for vacation this week, you fucked up. This ain't it. You guys hear the wind or no? No, right? Yeah, it's windy as fuck. I could lean into this wind like fucking, like Thriller. Like I'm Michael Jackson right now. Still not fall. Just be leaning at a 45-degree angle. Look, man, no hands. You're in Hollywood right now? Where in Hollywood? Drop the Addy, bro. He meant Smooth Criminal? Yeah, I guess. Aaron, are you okay? Are you okay, Aaron? Aaron, are you okay? Are you okay, Aaron? You've been hit by. You've been struck by. How do you differentiate a wick fill and a liquidity wick to reverse? Volume, momentum, direction. I guess you'll get closures outside the range. You won't. You see how the wick that we have right now, it's not really bouncing off anything. Well, maybe it is. We're not sure. But if we are able to close above the range, right? That wick fill is the next range. right? Wicks are ranges, so we will expect a fill of that wick, especially when we're closing with volume, momentum outside the range, you know, wick to fill, higher time frame. Right? Once the next candle finds support, it'll fill a wick. Also, in this case, you see how the wick itself, the candle that the wick is on, it's bearish. See how it flipped bearish? So this is you're not looking for a wick fill, right? You're looking for that candle to close bullish for a wick fill. Right now, it looks like a rejection. Where the fuck is wicks? The sound is coming from inside the computer. Inside the computer? Given both hurricanes that hit right after. Oh, that's tough. You moved and that's what happened. Wix is doing the damn thing outside, waiting for this, you know, for this candle to close on. What you mean working? Any experience trading on election day? I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember. I am pretty sure I was not yet profitable when we had the 2020 election. What do you mean working at Summit Towers? Are you fixing someone's AC? What are you doing over there? Fire sprinkler work? You work, hold on, you work for the Hollywood Fire Department? Yeah, last election day we traded completely, not completely different. It was the same foundation, but it's just. Trump Williams says, I hope and expect markets should skyrocket. W. Oh, I got you. So what are you doing, like all the houses, all the buildings, all the condos along the beach? Is that what you guys like? You do the fire sprinklers? I know you had something to do with that Surfside collapse, bro. Tell the truth. I'm basically stuck in a Kyle. Well, get out of Kyle. I'm guessing you're saying cycle. Like I get 5 or 6 back-to-back wins. I'm like 6%, and then one trade wipes out all of them trades. So I size up and then get even more fucked. Risk management. It's not great risk management there. I mean, you can't size up based on the fact that you've taken a loss. You can size up based on the fact that you've taken like 10 wins, confidence went up. And then, well, not even based on that, but like based on the probability of the trade actually playing out too, right? Size up based on that, but based on the fact that you took a loss, that's the wrong reason to, you know, size up. Are you outside the house? No, I am now inside the house, G-Man. Right there. Just broke below our first entry. I mean, I guess we weren't wrong, right? For the hourly. If we just held through these all-time highs. Nah, I mean. Damn, but 4 hours still bullet. Like, yeah, if we close like this, there's not much I can do on the next 4 hour. We're bullish, so I'd expect a higher time frame to come up. But shit, right now it's below these candle bodies to the left, so respecting resistance. That's a 4 hour resistance. So even if we close bullish, we're closing bullish at a resistance. I think that's the better way to manage this trade was to wait for this 1 hour closure. All right, so you would wait through the rebreak of all-time highs and then a push past all-time highs for 17. No, that's not the better way because it's arbitrary. There's nothing here. You can't base your, your risk management off anything here. It's just, 9 times out of 10, it'll just continue driving here, right? Look at this shit. Broke all-time highs. No, you can't. There's no bottom wick here. You can't keep waiting for that flip, right? You see? There's no bottom wick right there. This flip never came. I get it. It would have worked out better this time, but man, hindsight is always 20/20, right? So you can't think in terms of coulda, woulda, shoulda. You can think in terms of, did you make the highest quality decision based on the information that was available to you at that time? Very simple. Right? No need to go down this rabbit hole because it's deep and you won't find your way out. I keep knocking. I keep on knocking. In and out. Here you go. Come in. Keep cracking at the rock. Yeah. I mean, maybe the issue for some people isn't their knowledge here. It's just really their approach, their mindset, right? Man, whatever war you're fighting, and we're all fighting a war, right? We're all like, yeah, I see closures here on the 4 and 20 seconds. Yeah, I'm not looking for anything off the opening here, so you guys can, relax your nipples. I'm just waiting to see, and you're getting a leg candle basically, or a doji candle on this hourly, so I don't have much right now in terms of positions, but we're all fighting some kind of battle, right? We're all, at every single one of us, every single one of you all have this. You're not all fighting the same war, but every one of you has something that they're battling that you tell nobody about, right? You all are fighting some battle in your life that nobody knows about, that's just, just between you and your thoughts. So we're all fighting a war like that. It's not the same one for all of us, right? But we all have that one war that we keep fighting that we tell nobody about, right? Well, honestly, I hope you win that war. I don't know what battle it is you guys are having that you tell nobody about, but I hope you win the battle that you tell nobody about. It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough, you know, and having something that you can't discuss with others, and fight it on your own. For whatever reason it may be that you can't discuss it with others. That battle, that's the battle I hope you guys win. All right, tap this little shoulder area. Yeah, we just don't have an edge here. Look at this. 30s come down. Really no bottom wick for a candle like that. It's tiny. But it did close back in range, right? So the 4-hour closed bullish, so you would expect some kind of bullish momentum, right? But it closed respecting resistance. So you're still, right? You're still, if it's not an 80-20 or above, it's a 50-50. It's crazy how gold dropped. No, we've seen it happen a lot. We had pineapples like that earlier in the week. Wicks, want to hear a story? I'm gonna regret saying this, but yes, tell me a story. Usually I'm the one telling the stories. I got more stories than Walt Disney. I can just, you know, I can keep going. But yeah, sure. Let's go. Story. It's story time with Tony. Chat. Do you count nipple wicks as wicks? It depends how much of a nipple they are. Sometimes it's just like a nubbin. Like a nub. But in terms of, you know, playing a wick fill, like, no, like if, you know, if we have, you know, if we have 70, 80 pip candles, I don't count the 2 pip wick as a wick. No, 3 pip wick. No. Come on. This is a 107 pip candle, 180 pip candle. Then I switched between practice account and fund it and forgot to check on the lot size. I knew there was another side to this story. I don't regret hearing it though. That's like a bad beat in poker, right? When people tell you, damn, yo, I had pocket aces, and this guy got runner royal flush. I had quad aces on the flop, and the guy had a royal flush. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me a bad beat story. Whenever I enter a trade, I swear I get stuck in the most high volume 5-minute candle. Oh, that's the same mindset as like, why is this happening to me? It's always me. It's only because I'm in a trade it's doing it. If I wasn't in a trade, it would be going the other way. The markets are not out to get you. Should we sell? I'm not selling here. You can if you want to. I'm not. Oh, there's more to the story. Then you got to knock on the front door expecting a package. By the time you came back, the count was done. Yeah, he thought it made it big time. He thought that package was the fucking payout. That's crazy. I got so many bad beat stories, man. You guys heard my trading Bitcoin story, right? It was the quickest 20 grand I've spent in my entire life. Yeah, Jay wasn't here for that story. Yeah, so gone in one click. Yeah, as soon as I hit buy or I hit sell, I think. I don't remember. As soon as I clicked the button, my money was gone. It was 22 grand. And yeah, I didn't know how to fuck to count pips at the time. I was just new to trading. I was like, fuck it. You know, I'm trading GJ and EU and every NZD pair and every JPY pair, every GBP pair. I'm like, let me try fucking Ethereum and Bitcoin, and the spread was like 80. I don't know. Spread was like 56 or something. And my lot size, I was like, it's counted differently. So in one click, as soon as I clicked the button, sell, it was just, my account went straight to zero from 22,000. This is, I'm talking about like 2018. I think it's like winter of 2018. Yeah, I couldn't tell nobody. That was like an internal thing that I really had to like. I didn't like. No, I'm lying. If I would be lying if I said I didn't struggle with that. That was something internal that was like, no fucking way. Yeah, maybe we can get this heavy push down and look for more sells, right? Let's see if we can drop here to like, 2705 areas, right? If we can just break through here. This is clean to the left, right? Like if we look to the left, there's really no levels. Look, clean drive down, up, down, up. Nothing held here. So next time you go through this range, you'd expect a clean push as well, if we're basing it on what's happened here previously, right? So let's see if we get this heavy push down, pull back also, and play the wick fill. It's true, because I lost so much money I haven't told no one. People might think I'm crazy. No, they will. They'll have their opinions. So it's up to you to either, you know, invite those opinions in or open yourself up, you know, for those opinions or not. You know, people don't have to like you, right? Know who you are, act accordingly, and you will like you. That's the goal. As long as you like you. Still believe in a buy, Robert? 4-hour closing, respecting it's a bull candle, expecting a sideways for a test top again. My view. I don't disagree with you. Do not disagree with you. But if we can play a wick fill here, 10, 12, 15 pips, you know, just get our little piece of the market here, and then it does this, great. Right? But it'll give us indications. It'll either respect support or it'll close below it, right? And it's also your range 2 breakout, right? You have range 1 right here. You have range 2 right here. Anything below that is a range 2 breakout. Probability of you continuing down becomes higher. Right? So let's see if we can get to like 05 areas and then pull back. Motherfucker was knocking on my door like it was his home. You should have told him to go around. Go around. Bet that was a cold winter. Yeah, there was quite a few cold winters. All right, here we go. 05 areas. Let's see if we can pull back. Or let's see if it can push through and leave a bottom wick for us. Why 5 area? Because last time we came to this range, that's where the candle closed. 05. Right there. So if we can get that closure at 05 again, right, then we can say, all right, last time we closed that area, what did the next candle do? Made that top wick to here. All right, so now we have historical price data or historical example of what it did last time in this area and where the wick went up to. Can we do that again, right? So even if this drops way below now, right? Even if this does this right now, if it comes down like this, as long as we get a closure like this with a wick, and as long as we're below this area, we're going to look to repeat what price did here. Let me in the zoom. Got you. Shouldn't you be fixing the fire sprinklers? Why are you in the zoom? Yeah. You'll never make it to the summit like that. Oh, you'll never come back from the summit like that. With that work ethic. It burned down. Word. He showed up. He's like, yeah, I was gonna fix the sprinklers, but you see what happened was, not much of a bottom wick. Well, it is. It's got one. Let's see. What's this area right here? Oh, it got close to there. Yeah. Maybe a bit steeper of a wick. I really wanted like right here, this area for a top wick. We were about to have positions here off a top wick entry, but We didn't quite get that pull up. Yeah, I'm not in positions here. I wanted a steeper top wick. I wanted to tap those same areas, same price points before it comes up. So here's the deal. If it doesn't do that now, you have a 30 closure, which is also NYSE open, right? In 14 minutes. Maybe it does push down heavy here. Maybe it doesn't. But on the 30, we're going to have hopefully a wick to fill. Yeah, I just want, I need a steeper top wick. I need more orders. All right, it came up. We grab more orders. If it re-breaks the low, chat, we will be in it like right now. So, took a sell here. I don't know why the price didn't break here. It broke on the broker. It broke the low here on the broker, so I took a sell there as it broke the low. My entry is 056. Yeah, it re-broke the high and then re-broke the low. So let's see if we can finish out the range here. Oh, there. Well, now it rebroke for sure because it rebroke here as well now. So we created a low. We got a top wick, broke the low, didn't drive, came back, grabbed a steeper top wick, and rebroke the low that we made. Interesting, 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 interesting. This isn't stops. Struggling. It's tried 3 times, it rebroke the low. It's volumizing. Oh. Previous 4-hour candle has no bottom wick. True. True. So about 8. Chat, hold on. Let's lock in. Chat, I'm gonna have a sell right here as we've reached a resistance area. The pineapple's at 2707.58. There. All right, gang, close in full right here. Perfect. Congratulations, everybody. Clap your hands, everybody. Clap your hands. So just closed full as we flipped, right? I didn't really wait for our initial entry to be tapped. Well, as soon as we flipped bearish here, that was my closure on all positions. W, 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 W. Chat, I think we have an official pip counter for the stream. Wix, you made 19 pips on the last trade and are up a total of 24.4 pips. Thank you, Mr. Pip Counter. I knew we could count on your counting. I love Jay. It's so great. Canada. So 5 pips and 19 pips on this one. I guess you guys got scammed again. Scammed today again. Oh, man. How much drawdown did I see? 25, 24 pips. 26 with spread. How the fuck you closing it in profits? Like all trades at one time? Yeah. The combined total of all the trades was plus 19. I misclick and closed the pineapple like a dumbass? What do you mean? I closed everything. I closed the original one. Our original position was around -5, -6 pips. And our W was around 16. And then there was 4 positions total. You're supposed to close it, Derp. Are you closing it all in one click, or are you closing it one after another? So right now I'm closing it one after another because when I do a bulk closure, if I have a lot of positions running, sometimes the signal bot that copies what I do into the Discord, it won't copy all the positions because it's the bulk closure, it's too quick for it. So right now I just did it one by one. So I just went and I just XXXXX. Wait, XXXXX is one more than I had. I was XXXX. Is it possible to close all trades in one click? Yeah, you right click it and there's a thing called bulk, close bulk or bulk closure, close in bulk, and it will close everything. Oh, let's get rid of this so people don't think we're in a trade here. We got a W there. Damn, nasty 5 flip. Yeah. This is the difference between being profitable or break even. You either managed positions, you secured the bag down here, right? Secured the bacon, or you're back in the red, right? Or you're back down in negative. Sometimes XXXXXXXX. Nah, dog, this ain't a man. We can't have that. It's a live stream. People accuse you of being fake guru because you never show your demo terminal. Okay. Should I be crying? Dude, that position was called out live, and it wasn't called out. It was broken down. Like, we discussed it. Went over it, right? Create a top wick, broke the lows, came back, grabbed a steeper top wick. Once we rebroke the lows again, that was the entry. Pineapple here because it's a resistance, right? So we'll see some play at that area, right? So it was done live, right? The pips behind it or the money behind it, right, is irrelevant. It's irrelevant if I'm trading $100, $1,000,000, or $100,000 or $10 million. It's irrelevant. It doesn't change the fact that we broke that down and we got a W. The only thing that's relevant is what's on your end, right? Whatever the numbers show on your end. That's the only thing relevant here. My checking account balance is irrelevant here. Help yourself, right? And when you're concentrating on my accounts, my my balance, right? My trading terminal, you're not concentrating on your own. You're not helping yourself. Help yourself. Take whatever value is provided here and run with it. It's relevant if trading with $10 million account. I use one of my phones to close bulk, another phone to close half positions, a third phone for the. You do not have three. If you have three phones, two of those are work phones. Does your job know you use the work phone to do another job? One more trader going to call it. I don't know. We'll sit here. I want to see NYSE open here. This guy stinks. Nah, we good. We Gucci. This guy stinks. Comment of the day. You're getting pinned for that. That's a pin. Some of us have seen his terminal. It doesn't help that we're mods, but they believe me if you want. I wouldn't be here for free for 2 years if it was a fake. Unless I'm really yeah, focus on your journey, right? Take whatever, like all I'm doing, like my goal is to provide value through my own trading, but all I'm doing is giving you, right? I'm opening up the, the behind the scenes of my trading, what goes on in my head when I'm trading, right? And sometimes it's something ratchet. Sometimes it's really valuable, You make sure you figure out where the value is and save it, right? Save it. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, we haven't updated our record at all. Chat, we had 2 dubs today. That's 250 wins. As we got some time for the 30. Hey, we might have more positions here on the 30. Let's win number 249, 250. It's funny how they were both sells as we're riding bullish to all-time highs, right? Lock in here for the 30. Ooh, actually might get a little tough. 15 is gonna close bullish here. You're gonna need a top wick. Actually, yeah, you need a top wick there, and the first thing it did was just come down. It filled most of this wick. See, and I bet you there was also a lot of, winners that had buys today, right? So it's not right. It wasn't like, oh, it was a buy today or it was a sell today. No, it's all perspective. What's the only trade I know that doesn't flex watches, cars? Well, I'm not a big fan of metal bracelets on my wrists, but yeah, it doesn't like, or like the the 30K wins and the Lambos. That's not the reality for the majority of the industry, right? And you know, that's a reality for a select few marketers, but it's not the reality for most traders. And if you guys are here trying to learn trading and not marketing, then reality is it's a long, hard grind that pays off, you know, a long time after you've started. The real payoff, right? Because you can get consistent and start winning, right? But the real payoff is in years of winning. Yeah, when you join a group and everyone's new, that's a red flag. That's true. Wix, I never see you lose. What do you mean? We've taken big losses on stream. We've taken a few big losses on stream. I've lost. I've always come back the next trade 10 pips. Not really, but like I always come back the next trade, just not switching up. Like I'm about it, right? I'm really about it. Oh, music, right? So I'm not gonna switch up. I'm just gonna, my trading might get better, like or updated over time, right? As it has over the last few years. But thank you for the music reminder. I just turned it on. Later, Pushank. Took you roughly 3 years to get it right. Yeah, I mean, and once you get it right, it takes another 3 or 4 years, right, to get to where you see yourself, going. Game of thousands. What are you looking for? Right now, I'm looking for this hourly to close. I'm gonna wait on 10. I'm gonna wait on 10 a.m. Man, I feel bad for you, Wix. You're legit here every day and can't grow because YouTube is dumb. Bro, we've been stuck on 26K subs for like 2 months. Like, nah, that shit is not real. That's not real. We don't go from like averaging 2,000 subs a week to no subs in a month. No, YouTube got us fucked up. Why usually not hold trades till full TP? The probability of hitting full TP before going back into negative most of the time is a lot less likely, right? And if you're up 20 pips and you let your trade go back into negative, you're an asshole, right? Don't be an asshole, right? If you're up 20 pips and it comes back to negative, right? You could have had 10, 12, 15 pips. You could have secured some bacon, right? Like, you could have also went break even. You don't need to. I find the key is not trying to really milk every trade for all you can, but to take risk off the table as fast and as often as possible. But logical risk, right? Open yourself up to logical risk, but get it off the table as soon as possible. Super valuable streams this week. Yeah. Talked about eating cats. Caught hella pips. Can't get better than that. Yeah. You ever note down when the original entry didn't play out? Mentally, yes, but like it's just over time, right? As you're taking, if you see it 1,000 times, you're like, all right, maybe you'll automatically just memorize it, and you'll start recognizing it. It's just, you know, repetition leads to recognition of opportunity. You see something over and over and over, and you pay attention to it, right? Just like you said, oh, paying attention to that first entry, you're going to recognize either a better opportunity or an update, or you're going to see like, oh no, this makes sense most of the time. Speaking of wicks, when are we going to make bottom wicks for the March monthly candle, if at all? I don't know. Like, if I knew when, we know, you know where gold is going, right? We know what's moving, right? It's gold, and we know where it's going. It's bullish. But when it does something, like if you can figure out the when with the other parts, you're going to be way ahead of the game, right? And that's the key. That's why we sit here on the charts, looking at candle sprint. We're waiting for the when. I also found that like over time, and I think Marcos has done, he had like 2-3 years ago, he had he compiled a set of data on it from our trade specifically, and we were more profitable closing full at 10 pips every position, well, based on his math, than closing half, letting runners run till full TP. Because like a large number of times, like 90% of the time, 80% of the time, they'd come back. First November week will be insane. Election, FOMC. Everyone get your money ready till then. Yeah. Open up a separate November account, so you can't blow your entire account. Just November fuckery. Do you swing buys off? I have one swing this year. One swing. And that shit lasted like 3 days. Feels like Asian big boys came, did a lot of buys, set their stop loss to break even, go to sleep. But who are these Asian big boys you speak of? GG, Zupi. The 1 hour's flip bullish. $15 closes above. Want to be a perfect fake out buy. Above what? I get it, you can be profitable with a 30% win rate, bro, but bro, doesn't it feel bad knowing you're wrong with the majority of the time? You know, when people trade with low win rate but high RR, then, I mean, if it was me, I think I would trade based on sets, right? I would break my trades down into sets, because if you're losing, like, let's say you have a 30% win rate, but you have high RR and that pays off, right? It still does something to your psyche when you see a lot of red in your terminal, right? Even if you see a home run once in a while. So I would probably treat my trades as not as individual trades, but as a set of trades, right? So like for every 5 trades, like let's say you need to win 1 out of every 3 or 1 out of every 4 trades, right, to be profitable. So then every 4 trades, you need to look at the result and treat the combined result of those 4 trades as one single trade, right? In order to understand, you know, if it's working or not. And in order not to you know, lose confidence because you're seeing a lot of reds in the terminal. Wick straight run today, calling. I get some from just now buy, so yeah, I'm calling. Good shit. I mean, the weekend's here. Enjoy it. True win rate's better than RR. Agreed. You might get some hate mail for saying that, but yeah. What's better is whatever you're comfortable with and it makes you money, right? The previous 1 hour candle, it's a le candle. Body smaller than the wick, almost no bottom wick. It's an indecision candle. That's what I would treat it as, which means the next candle should either fill the range or create a range, and so far it's created a range. So we know wicks are ranges. Look at this wick here, look at this wick here. This whole shit right here is one big range. This is the range you're in. And if you're in this range, right, whichever direction you're gonna go in, you want to bounce off something, right? You're mid-range, so you probably want to come back up to resistance and look for a bounce, or come back to support, look for a bounce, or a break, either or. But mid-range, as like you're not really moving. Right, time frames are telling different stories. 5 here, no top wick. This current 5's created a top wick, has a chance of flipping. 15-minute bullish, 30 hasn't closed, previous 30 is bearish, right? You can still flip bearish. And the hourly just flipped bullish. So really a lot of discrepancies in between the time frames here, right? So in that case, what I usually do is like, all right, I don't have an edge here. I'm not going to make one up. I'm not going to force something that I don't see. I'm just going to wait for the edge, right? So it's just noise right now. YouTube shut down. No, YouTube's live. YouTube's going. Refresh your page. Yeah, I don't know, man. At 15 close, no top wick. I'm not looking for buys here, even if it continues pushing up heavy. closed at resistance with no top wick. 90% of the time, the shit will come back the other way. But we will see. The bait here was FOMO. I don't think in those terms anymore. Yeah, I used to get FOMO, and now FOMO is just, it's part of the noise, right? Part of that noise. There is a top wick? No, there isn't. That's not a top wick right there. I mean, if we really zoom in and stretch the shit out this chart, then yeah, there's some kind of top wick. But in the grand scheme of things, that's not really a top wick. This is the area we pointed out earlier where the market drives up from. See? Look at that bounce off that area. But the issue is there was no top wick on the previous candle. So you're better off waiting for the range to be created instead of guessing that the range will be created. I think however this 1 hour closes, it won't look great. Well, the good thing is we don't really have to guess. We can just wait for it to close and we'll know for sure. How big? It should clearly be a wick in relation to the size of the candles that are being printed, right, on those time frames. Right? You have more volume, the bigger the candles. You probably have bigger wicks. I don't have an exact, like, besides trading not being an exact science, right? I don't have an exact pip count for how much a wick should be, but it should be steep enough to give you an advantage point that when you're filling the wick, you have a chance to secure some bacon and go break even. When you enter trades, do you keep drive range liquidity in mind? No. It's not that I don't really care about that. It's just I know where I am. I realize where we are in the market as, like, I don't sit there like, all right, is this the drive? Is this the range? No, it's just, that's not how my thought process works. Drive range liquidity is like PEMDAS in math, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's just like, you know, like a useful tool and a great rule of thumb for you to, you know, for newer traders. Like, it's part of the checklist for you to realize where you are in the markets. But it's not something I'm consciously thinking of. I'm subconsciously aware of it. Yeah, if this previous 30, I'm sorry, if this previous 15 had a top wick, we would be in here off the 5 flip. I'm not in here off the 5 flip because I don't want this to be a top wick and then still come back down in range based on that previous 15 closure. Yeah. If this had a top wick, we are we would be in above here, right here on the 5 flip. I'm just not convinced that we're not going to come back down into range. Later, Mark. How much would that flip have given you? 10 flat. With spread, you probably would have had like 8 here. We'd definitely be break even here at this point. So yeah, this would have been a break even trade for us. Once we rebroke that previous wick, we go break even. It gives you about 8 pips, comes back down. This is entry. Yeah, we would have been BE here. So if we did take that 5, it would have been a BE trade. That's exactly what we just spoke about. No top wick on that previous candle. Highly likely, right? This candle will flip bearish again. Let's see what happens. Ooh, bounced off a support. I think that's where the 5 bounced, right? Yeah, that is the 5. Let's see. Next 4 hour gonna rip. Well, you have 3 hours until the next 4 hour. This 4 hour just started. This 4 hour is 50 minutes in. There's a lot of time before the next 4 hour. We definitely will not be on the charts for the next 4 hour closure. Definitely. Buys in the next 1 hour. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm thinking right now. But we still have another 5 minutes. And in about 5 minutes, there's a chance that by the time this hourly closes, we look like this. It's possible in the next 5 minutes. This is what we look like. Well, this is what gold will look like. So, you know, we're going to have to see. Wait and see. Four minutes. Give me a second, chat. Well, actually, I'm still here. Just gonna be outside for a second. Holy jumping fucking Jesus, yo, it's windy as hell. WTF. Can hear the wind? Yeah. Watch out for your hair. What's gonna happen with my hair? It looks fucking glamorous in the wind. It's already 38 degrees and we only half October. Fuck Canada. Canadian, eh? 38 degrees, that's crazy. It's like 80 here. You know what the fuck I would do if it was 38 degrees? Nothing. You know how hard it would be to wake up for stream? I'd be like, nope, just staying under the covers today. Fuck that. Yeah, I know you're Floridian. Come back to the motherland. Go Vols. Loss is like, fuck the Vols. I need warm weather. Fuck the Volunteers. I'm a bear when winter comes? What does that mean? You only take shorts? What up, Creed? How's Florida doing after the hurricane, Wicks? Florida's fine. The people are fucked. Florida's chilling. Word. Got my PC in a Ziploc. Just floating around the room. Alright, W Creed. Ooh. We got less than a minute, huh? We need some wickage. Sounds like it was pouring rain. No, that's just the leaves rustling in the wind. Close above. Close above. Doesn't look bad on the hourly. Need a bottom wick. If it creates a top wick first, you can't take a bottom wick entry here. You would have to wait for a bottom wick and then a rebreak at highs probably. So create the top wick and now coming down. But everything's closed bullish. The issue is you're at resistance, right? On the 15, I think the 30 as well. Yeah, 15, 30 at resistance. We probably would have had bottom wick sells here if we didn't have that top wick. If the first thing we did was come down, but we do have a top wick. Alright, if we can re-break these lows one more time, we'll set a buy stop on the flip. I want to re-break all these lows. Might not. Might just... And the reason I want to re-break is I don't want to drive off this level. I want to drive off this level, 27.11. I know we have a 15 wick off of there already. Even better would be this level. Yeah, I think that's if we're able to tap 27.10, that's 7. That would break the previous 15. Yes, if we're able to tap these areas. And then flip, where then we'd be bouncing off a support that's driven up before. Yeah, so here's the stipulation for the next trade. If we can tap 27.10, that's 7. We'll look for a rebreak of the highs here. And it's got to be on this candle. Oh, it might not. Give it to you. What was our previous level? No, it never got there either. Yeah, I'm not in this chat. It looks valid. It looks solid. I want a steeper level here. But it looks solid. It's at this point it's really all about your comfort level, right? My comfort level would be at these lows. Buy stops 27, 12, 10. No. How can you be at 27, 12, 10 buy stops if you're above that price? It could be buy limit. If it doesn't tap this area 2710.68 and flip bullish and break the highs on the same candle, I just won't be in it. Might come up now. This 5 closes in 30 seconds. It's tried to come back down in range, right? A couple times here. Looking at 1 minute. Boom, boom. 1 minute's rejecting. The next 5. Oh. Alright, let's wait for this to close. Okay. This is something we also used to mention. You've created a resistance at this area. The next candle didn't close bullish, didn't break that resistance. A lot of times the very next candle after that will fill the body of the previous candle. So that's what happened here. You got that bottom wick. But I don't know if we'll come up here or if we come down. This is where it becomes a bit tricky because it didn't it didn't tap the areas that I want to drive from, but it did find support on the 5. So this is something you're looking for. Should have been in there on the rebreak. Took a 5 bottom wick. Ready to be. Yeah, I mean, I just want a steeper bottom wick. Took the rebreak, close full. Good job. What'd you get? 15, 20 pips? The rebreak? Might not be done yet. It's a good position for a runner. Oh, they gave you, it's at 9, so they gave you about 12 on the rebreak. Good entry if this pushes heavy right now and rebreaks highs. Yeah, you go break even and set your TP at 27.20, 27.24, 25. Small account, close full most of the time. Yeah, that's what I would do. Can you explain the trade quickly? I didn't take it, so I don't have a trade. People took it. Just 15, break at highs. Bottom wick, break at highs. I just wanted a bottom wick to here. Because that's a level we drive up from, right? There's a support here that we've come up from, and there's a support here we've come up from. So I was hoping to tap that area and then come up again. Did I candle at resistance? Yeah. There's volume. Market just keeps pushing up, keeps pushing up. But this is heavy right here. Like, that's a strong rejection. That's way stronger rejection than whatever this was or whatever this was, right? So this is a strong level. The sells, oh, you're late to the stream. But the good thing is I got you covered. It's a live stream, so you can rewind it. It's on YouTube. This is going to be a YouTube video. Just go back to those times. You can even do it right now. You can rewind to the times we were in positions, and I went over it before and after. Just learned something from what you just said. Dope. I don't even know what I said that you learned. But everybody's finding value in their own way. That's called helping yourself. Yeah, it looks like it's riding up here on the 15. Hourly grab the bottom wick. Higher time frames are pushing up. And also in a bullish market, right, you'd figure a support would be stronger than the resistance in a bullish market. So you have a resistance here that you drove down heavy from, and you have a support which you've driven up heavy from. Money printer setup is broken when gold is trending. Yeah, at this point, I think you want to close above these highs here, right? Above all the highs up here. And if you don't get that closure above, you're in range 1 right now, right? So you'd probably want a range 2 breakout for sells. Or, right, so anything below here, right? Your range 2 at this point. Sorry. Range 1, range 2, the way it looks right now. So you'd want a closure below this area to trade unless you're able to come up here to these areas and then come right back down in range. Right, and if this is what happens, then you don't take a sell here yet, right? You wait to get into range 2. So sells below here now become valid. Or, right, because this isn't the fake out. The fake out would be this. If you do this after that, right, that's your fake out to continue up. Right here, this candle will be the fake out. Oh, whoops. But if we close like this back in range, right, you're either looking for a closure in right here below this area down to range 2, or you're looking to create another range here, find a support, right? So now you have range 1, range 2, and then anything that closes below that area, if you get this happening, now you could take sells, because now this is a range 2 breakout happening in this closure right here. So that's the things I would want to see, and if I don't see that, I will not be in positions. 10-15. 15 closed bullish here, still below resistance, and a wick to fill. Maybe it just keeps pushing, but remember, last time you were at this area, it rejected heavy. Last time you were at this area, it rejected over 100 pips. 120 pips. And if that's what you know about this level, wait for closures outside that level. Or wait for that actual rejection to start happening, recognize it, and then take advantage of it. Either or. It's 10:15 here, chat, on a Friday. We're winners today. Congratulations. And we went outside, and it was windy. But you gotta let them know when you're outside, right?
Outside med det! Nå får du inside! Outside med det!
All right. Yeah, that's how I felt when I stepped outside. 444 people watching. 444. 44444. It sounds like I stutter and I'm trying to say forex. 444 forex. Total 50 pips. W carry. Hey, that's amazing. Chat, you know what we got to do? Do me a favor. Let's make a quick Instagram story, right? So just spam some dubs. Spam some dubs. Awesome. You guys were all just a part of my video, right? We are all Wix 9's marketers today. Everyone that dropped the W. Yep. You guys are all part of the business. Except only I'm the one getting paid. Oh, man. Just jokes. Just jokes, chat. You and Donald fraud. Yep, we scammed people for 24 pips today. Damn, man. You and Don are fraud.
Fuck you and your badass attitude, all your negativity, and all that other shit. Keep that shit to your fucking self. Because on this side, we're fucking positive.
Yeah, exclamation point IG. Not Instagram. Well, that's not nice, Savage. Can the mods do something? I want to see a magic trick, mods. Show me a magic trick. You and Don. And nothing to do with the man. I can't even trade on Blueberry. They wouldn't take me, even if I wanted to. Oh, look, magic trick. For my next act, watch me make him disappear. Ooh, rebroke all-time highs, chat. Anyone looking for position? Sorry, I'm not locked in here. I think I'm done for the day here. I'm gonna call it a week for me actually here. No need to stress, add more work. Workday's done. Congrats, you're part of the 2% of winning traders in the entire industry today, right? It's crazy that over 90% of people lost today on the retail end. It's wild to me every single day. Oop, that was a 5 closure. Does this guy even trade? My point exactly. My point exactly, Eddie. All right, let's call it a session. Let's call it a week. Thank you guys for spending another incredible incredibly valuable week with me. I think we had a lot of value. You know, this was a week where we've had a couple of trades going to drawdown. We've had, you know, a few trades, quite a few trades with pineapples, right? And that's the ones we get a lot of value out of because we get to discuss risk management during those positions. Other than that, overall W, great day, great week, great month so far. I'll see you guys on Monday, 8 a.m. Oh, no, sorry. Signal channel. Whoever's in the Signal channel, I'll see you guys for the private Asian session live stream on Sunday. So we'll run the Sunday market open, 8 p.m. Eastern, right? Well, the opening for the week. We'll see if we can get any positions on Sunday. So that'll be the private stream. Everyone else, I'll see you guys here on Monday, 8 a.m. for a New York session. 8 a.m. sharp. Be here. All right, mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. As always, chat, love and wisdom to you all. Zoom gang, I'll see you on the clubhouse side. You guys already know that part. And as for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your day, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Don't overtrade. Don't overleverage. See you Monday.